I've successfully cloned my code. Now let's start our development server. So let's do that. Start. So now we start our server. My server has started on port 5173. So I'm going to open that in my browser over here. See, as you can see, my server has been started. So now I want to implement a dark mode, but to do that I'm going to use a switch button. So I'm going to directly place my switch button under my header caption, and to do that I'm going to create a component, a component over here to help me do that. So let me do that. Double thing .jsx. Alright, so flow toggle components, and then I'm going to import it into my header over here. So import flow toggle over here, and as I said, I'll place it directly under my header caption theme toggle. Right, so I've done that. That's appeared over here. So I'm going to go ahead and design my theme toggle button. So I'm going to do that. So to do that, I'm going to create two divs over here. I will going to create two divs to help me do that, and then for the div that will hold the button itself, from me give it class name of I'm not going to name this one. How easy it is to target this one. So I've decided to design my switch mode button in my header CSS. So right here I'm going to place it right under my header caption, so that will be this place. So then switch mode dot switch mode, this a div. Let me give it a height of 2.2 out, and then let me make it a bit wide for them. Let me give it a background of because I'm going to implement dark mode. I'm using the color from our roots over here in our index.css. I'm using the color from our document class lists over here. So now when we implement dark mode, the whole thing becomes nicer. Alright, so I'm going to give it a processing of relatives, MGD display of flex, flex, and a way to justify content center. I'm going to align the items to the center, and then I'll give it a border radius, say 1 rem, yeah, to make it look a bit nicer. And then date cursor to be pointer, and then a padding of 0.25 gram, and then to target the div inside of it. So to target the div inside of it, switch mode, target the div inside of it, and for the div inside of it, let's make the background height let's give it a height of 1.8 rem, the same width too, and then um, the same width too, and then we're going to give the border radius of 50% so that it looks all around. Okay, yes, so this is how it's going to be looking like. Now I just want the contents to be center, but then I want it to be at the edge of it, so I'll change that to flex stats. So it's going to be flex stats, and then when you're going to implement a dark mode feature, so at the end of the day it's going to be justified to the end. So initially it is flex stats, but then after you've implemented our click feature, it's going to shift to the end of it. So let's go ahead, straight ahead to implement the click feature. So to do that in the toggle theme components folder. So we're going to use a use state pick to help us implement what we are going to do. Then, so use state hook, it'll be the theme, and then we're going to set the initial state to true. The initial states to be true, and then on click of this div, let's change our states. Let's double our states. So let's make that camel case for it to look nicer. Alright, so I'm going to create my function over here. Alright, so sorry I left something out. So anytime we toggle the theme, we're going to set the theme to be opposite of the initial theme. So the initial theme is true. After clicking this div, the theme should change to false, and then if it is false initially, it should be changed to true. Alright, so before we implement the click feature, let's test something out. Remember that I said I put the dark over here. For the dark theme, this div is going to be placed at the end of it. So let's put it over here to see something. So as you can see, it was placed at the end of it. Now let's implement that in React in our JSX, whereby when we click, anytime the state of the flow changes, so for the normal, it's going to be the normal switch mode, but then if it changes to false, the dark mode will be implemented. So now as you can see, it is working all right. Anytime we click on the div, the state changes from true to false, and then it switches from the initial state to the updated state, which is this. So now you see that the position of the div over here changes from the start to the end. Okay, now let's implement the feature that changes the colors and the look that we want to see. So to do that, we need our dark theme variables over here. So let's do that. Variables for the dark themes. Okay, so let's do that. Dark theme variables. So you're going to invert almost all the colors that we see over here. Yes, we're going to invert all of them. Let me just copy them over here, and then I'm going to update all of them very soon. So the background would have to change to the black, then changes to the white, and then the white changes to black. But I would not want this to be or black. I want it to be a variation of it. Yes, something like this, something looking a bit purple. And then this one too, I want to change the look of it. That's the background text issue over here. It should look a bit like the background color for you to have a nice look of it. Yes, I think I've really. So now we have our back theme variables, our dark theme variables ready. So we are yet to implement them. So now let's do the implementation. So realize that anytime we click on this button, the the class list has to be switched to that of the dark theme variables. So we're going to do the DOM manipulation over here. So to do that, we change the class list of the document body itself. I'm going to change it to that of the dark theme variables. So now, as you can see, anytime we click on this button, we expect that the class list of the document folder, the document body itself changes from that of the root to that of the dark theme variables to those that we specify. So now let's get to see if it worked. Yes, as you can see, it worked out pretty fine. And that is how you implement your dark mode in these cool projects that you would. Thank you.